Hi, we're going to be working with derivatives in this video. This is, I believe, the third video in the series. So let's go ahead and get started on this problem. So we want to find the derivative of f of t, which is equal to 1/3 times t cubed plus 6. So in order to do this, I'm going to just start off and make this a little bit easier on myself. I'm going to factor that 1/3 into the problem. So I'm going to say f of t is equal to 1/3 t cubed plus 6/3, which that just turns into 2. So now let's take the derivative. So the derivative of f of t is equal to, and we want to take the derivative of this, so I'm going to say 1/3, I'm going to bring down the 3, and I'm going to subtract 1 from the 3 up top, from the exponent. And whenever you take the derivative of a constant, it always cancels out and turns into 0. So the derivative of a constant is always 0. So once we did this, so now we get t squared. So the derivative of ft, which is 1/3 times t cubed plus 6, is just equal to t squared. So now let's go on to another problem. Let's say f of x is equal to x to the 4th power plus 3x squared minus x. So now let's take the derivative of this. So the derivative of f of x, so first thing here when we're doing this one, and you can do the derivative individually on these. So let's bring down the 4. It's 4 times x, and then I'm going to subtract 1 from the 4, so I'm going to get 3 here. I'm going to bring down the 2, so it's going to be 3 times 2, and I'm going to subtract 1 from the 2 here, so that's just going to be x, x to the 1st power, and then here I'm going to bring down the 1, which just leaves you with a -1, and then if you subtract 1 from here, 1 minus 1, you're going to get 0, so you're going to be left with that -1. So the derivative of f of x is going to be equal to 4x cubed plus 6x minus 1. Now let's do another one. And I really recommend that before I solve these that you just pause it and try to work them out. So now let's try to get the derivative of y is equal to x to the -4/5 power. So go ahead and try to solve that. Pause it right now. And I assume you already did that, so I'm going to continue on and solve this. So now the derivative of y, so here I'm going to bring down the -4/5, x, and then you have -4/5, and I'm going to subtract 1, so I can subtract that way, and then this is just going to become the derivative of y is equal to -4/5 times x to the -9/5. And you could rewrite this as -4/5 1 over x to the 9/5. And sometimes your teachers will try to be clever and they'll write it a little bit differently, and they'll write it like this. They'll say the derivative of y is equal to -4/5 times 1 over, oh no, I need more space. So that 9 will go here. And the 5 goes there. Okay, so they'll write it like this. So these are exactly the same thing, and you could write this problem anyway. So yeah, I hope you like these problems. If you did, please like them and subscribe if you want to. I'm going to be coming out with a few more videos, and as they continue along to come out, they'll be a little more complicated. So I hope you enjoyed the video, and hope you have good luck in your classes. So take it easy.